Creating content sounds like an awesome job because you do the stuff you like and make content out of it and you get rich and famous because of it. But that's like saying being a singer is an awesome job because you sing stuff, then go home and sleep with hot people on the mountain of money you keep at your house. And you probably have a pet dragon that guards the house and the pile of money. While it's true, and a lot of content creators and singers are actually living like this, but the reality is that it's really hard because you have to try really hard, you have to stay consistent and relevant over time, and most importantly, you have to get over the fact that no one gives a f when you start creating content or sing. And also, there's no guarantee that you're ever gonna make it. You can only increase your chance of making it by staying consistent and being smart about the subject. And overall, it's a high risk, high reward kind of career. And surely a 9-to-5 job is relatively more stable and pays a lot more short term, but in the long run, your job cannot make you rich overnight, but creating content can. Now, I've been a content creator for almost 7 years now, and I've got nothing to show for it because I was doing it in my mother tongue and on the wrong platforms. So even though I have had over like 200,000 subscribers and followers combined, I never could make anything above like 50 or $100 a month. Now, to be fair, I never thought about making money out of my content. I just started my social media accounts because I had a lot of stuff that I wanted to talk about. But don't make the same mistake that I did, because if you want to keep doing what you like doing, you have to make a decent money out of it. Now, with all that in mind, let's get to the 3 lessons that I promised, with number 1 being a bit of a cliche, and that's never care about what people say. And both negative and positive stuff, because firstly, people have no idea about your vision and what you want to do with your social media career. And secondly, almost all of them have never published anything online. They have never made a piece of content, so they have no idea what they're talking about. You know, it's like some dude walks in and you're building a house, and even though he has no idea about your plan and your design, and he has never touched a tool in his life, and he goes, yeah, you should put that thing there. He may be right, but he almost definitely is not. And it's not only about the negative stuff, it's about the positive stuff as well. Because if you let yourself enjoy it, if you indulge yourself in that positive feedback, and you build your self-confidence and self-esteem around that feedback, you're in for a lot of trouble. Because the very same people that gave you that self-confidence and self-esteem can take it from you overnight. And you don't want that to happen, because as a content creator, you're gonna get hated on. And there's nothing you can do about it, and most of the times it's not even your fault. But it will happen. They will come for you. They will come for everything you've got. Your content, your looks, your mom, whatever. And the best thing to do is that 1, be comfortable in your own skin and be comfortable with who you are, and be aware of the type and the quality of the content you're putting out. And 2 is that don't make yourself vulnerable in the first place by letting the feedback get into your head. Now, there are a lot more stuff that I want to talk about regarding this subject, but I don't want to make this video too long, so I've made a separate video talking specifically about a proper approach towards feedback and everything people might say about your content or you in general. And I'll put a link up here somewhere and down in the description box, so check that out as well. But the most important thing is about this lesson is that do go through the feedback that you receive, but take it with a grain of salt. Number 2, it takes time. It takes a lot of time. If you look at famous content creators right now, most of them were creating content for years before they got to even 1,000 subscribers. Even though right now internet is a lot more popular and it's gonna take less to get to that 1,000 subscriber count, but still it's gonna take quite some time. And let me bring you some examples. Right now I have over 30,000 followers on my Persian Twitter account, which is a fairly large number considering that the app is blocked in my country and there are only like 120 million people that speak the language. But the thing is that when I first started, I had 0 followers, I had 0 friends on Twitter. And the first 3 months, I put out like 700 tweets without even 1 like on any of them. but and it took me over a year and 4,000 tweets to get to that 1,000 follower count. But it took me less than 9 months to go from that 1,000 to 10,000. But the thing is, you're gonna experience some exponential growth at some point. If you look at Mr. Beast, for example, it took him like 3 years to get 1,500 subscribers on YouTube, but over the next year he got to 9,000 subscribers, and the next year he was in 15,000 subscribers count, and by the end of that same year he got to 100,000 subscribers. See where I'm going with this? But you can never know when or even if that's ever gonna happen. The only thing you can do is to stay consistent and put out more content. And it's a lot harder, especially in the beginning, because you have 0 followers and subscribers and you're creating content for literally nobody. And but it is what it is, and it's a process that all of your favorite content creators have gone through, and you should too. I really like to mention Dogface as an extreme example of exponential growth, because he was someone who had his life changed in a matter of days. He posted this video on TikTok and it went super viral, and it got millions of views, and it got him millions of followers. And he went from living in an RV to buying a $300,000 house in cash, and shooting an ad with Snoop Dogg, and everything changed for him. And the funny thing is that later on in an interview he said that he didn't know if this video was good enough to be posted or not. He had no idea what he was posting. And this brings us to the next point that I want to make, and it's that you don't necessarily have to be or do anything amazing to be a content creator or even to go viral. If you look at Dogface's video, it's as simple as it possibly could be, but still it did wonders for him. My point is, keep putting out content and don't lose hope, and don't look for magic formulas either, because if you could go viral with having, I don't know, professional riders, or having great cameras and special gears and amazing visual effects, then all the viral videos would come out of Hollywood studios. But as you can see, almost all of them are made by random people, and they are not made with any kind of special gear, and they are not that complicated or hard to make. The thing is, no one really knows how to go viral, because if they did, they would make a lot of viral videos and became rich instantly. But if you look at the biggest content creators out there, they go viral for like once or twice a year. And I'm pretty sure that happens by chance, because as a full-time content creator, you're putting out countless videos and posts and other stuff on the internet. So it's very probable that 1 or 2 of them is going to go viral eventually. And the same thing applies to everybody else. And that's why I keep saying that you should keep posting content, you should keep making videos, and just hope for the best. And remember, there's an audience for anything out there. You just have to expose enough people to your content in order to find them. And that's all I had to say for today. Make sure that you like this video, hit the subscribe button, and stay hopeful, keep putting out content, and I'll see you in the next video.